Hi and welcome to a new video. In this video we will be making an autoclicker in Python. Well, sorry I haven't uploaded in a while, but here am I with a new video. By the way, before we start the video, make sure to subscribe for more content about programming. Well, first I'm gonna make a new folder in my desktop. You can choose to put it wherever you want. I'm gonna put it on my desktop and call it tutorial. Now, first of all, we have to download Python. So go to Google and search Python download. I'm also gonna put a link in the description. So click on this link and download the latest version. I already have it, so yes. Now you have to download Visual Studio Code, so search Visual Studio Code, download. I'm also going to put a link in the description for this as well, and download the latest version. I already have it, so yeah. Now open Visual Studio Code. So search Visual Studio Code once you've downloaded it and made the setup with it, and it should open, and it should look something like this. Well, we have to open a folder, so go here to File, click on that on the top left, and click on Open Folder. After that, I chose to save it in the desktop, so I'm gonna search it in the desktop tutorial. Here it is. Select folder, and then in the tutorial we're gonna make a new Python file. You can name it as you want, but I like to name it main. But so because we're working in Python, we have to put the extension .py. Okay, so now once you also open the main.py, we need to import some libraries. So what are libraries? Libraries are some things that you download, and you get more functions, so you can work on your game, you know. So like you can download some functions, and then you can download some libraries, and then you get more functions, you know, like the libraries are used to get more functions, some useful functions. Anyway, so to install functions, you just gotta go to terminal, your terminal, and in here type pip install pywin32. This is the first library. I already have it installed, but yes. So after it's downloaded, you have to go pip install keyboard. This is the second library, and once it finishes that, you have to download pyautogui, just like this. I'm gonna also put the commands in the description if you wanna copy from them. Then pip install opencv-python, just like that. And those are all the other libraries you need. Close the terminal after this, and in here we have to import them, right? So for that you just do import time. We haven't downloaded the library time in the terminal, but Python has it, like you don't have to download it. And we will need this library. You will also need import keyboard, which we just downloaded, and then import win32 API, comma win32 con. After that, these are all the libraries we need. After that, I am gonna make some variables. So like, let's make a variable of the time you the click should be hold. So hold time equals, I'm gonna set it to 0 this time, and if it should click at a certain position on the screen or just where the mouse position is. So I'm gonna go with click at custom position, and I'm gonna set it to false. You can edit it if you want. After that, I'm gonna do how much should it wait till the next click. So wait time, I'm gonna put it to 0, or I'm gonna do 0.1 this time. Maybe 0.5 so it won't spam me. Okay, and then yeah, let's create a function for the click. A function is basically some lines of code that you can run them multiple times with the function. So to keep things clean, I'm gonna create a function click and put the parameters x and y. What are the parameters? The parameters of a function are two variables that you have to put in the function when you call the function, and put them as you want, and when that function is run, it will use those two parameters, or how many you want, and use them. For example, if you make a function to wait and the parameters will be seconds, then you can make a function that will wait for a certain amount of seconds. So yeah, that's what a parameters is. So in the function, I'm gonna go well, this is the function for where you click at the custom position. So I'm gonna do win32. So win32 API dot set cursor or pause, and then in two brackets x, y, which are these parameters right here. So this just sets the position of the mouse pointer to the x and y. So these two parameters. After that, we have to actually click. So a way to do that is win32 mouse underscore event, and then in brackets win32 con dot and then with capital letters mouse event f underscore left down, and then 0 0. This basically clicks holds the left mouse button. Okay. Yes. And then we have to wait for the hold time, but the whole time we can't put it at 0. We have to put it at least 0.01, since if we put it too low, like at 0, then it might not recognize the click. So hold time will be 0.01, and we have to put your time that's hold time, so it waits that amount of seconds, so 0.01. After that, win 32 a mouse underscore event, and in brackets win 32 con dot mouse event f underscore left up. This releases the left mouse button on the mouse, and then 0 0. And that's basically the click at custom position function. And then I'm gonna make a new function for click at mouse pointer, so that click at mouse pointer. By the way, in a function you cannot use spaces. You can use underscores but no spaces. And Python is so all of this code must be exactly as mine in Python, because in Python you can't do like things with capital letters to be the same as things with lower, not capital letters. So like def to make a function you use def, but it with not capital letters, but if you put it with capital letters it will not recognize it, so you have to the code has to be exactly as mine. I'll also paste the code put the code in the description if you want to copy and paste it from there. After that, click at mouse position. It's gonna click at mouse position. We don't need the parameters x and y because we're just gonna click at the mouse position. So it's basically what the click function does, but without this first line which sets the cursor position to the x and y parameters. So just the click, it's just gonna click. And then we actually have to call this function somewhere. So while true, this makes a loop. It's gonna run over and over forever, and we want to be able to like not click every time. So I'm gonna do if keyboard dot is okay. So sorry about my recording software just, I don't know, broke or something and it stopped recording. So where were we? I finished the video, but then I realized that I was recording, so yeah, here I am again. So if keyboard dot is pressed, and then in parentheses and quotation marks q equals false. This checks if the q key isn't pressed. So if it's not pressed, we want to check if the click at custom position is false. So if click at custom position equals false, then we're gonna just click at mouse pointer. Let me just solve this typo right here. Okay, so click at mouse pointer. Else we're gonna click, but we need two more variables, the one for the x, so pos x equals 0 and pos y equals 0, in case we want to click at the custom position. Now, how does the x and y work in Python? Well, it all starts in the left up corner of the screen, and then, for example, if the x was 12 and the y was 5, then it would go from the left up corner of the screen 12 pixels on the right and 5 pixels down, and so that's how it works. Hopefully you understand. If not, please tell me in the comments or search for help, search on Google. So pause x and pause y. Cool. And after all of that, in the while loop we need to time that sleep. Okay, so sorry guys, but I accidentally stopped the recording. So anyways, time that sleep, we have to put time that sleep and wait time. Wait time is a variable right here, and it's basically the time in seconds is gonna wait for another click, and we don't want while true. We're gonna do while keyboard that is pressed, and then parentheses and quotation marks p equals false. This checks if the p key is pressed every time of the while loop, every time it goes. So if we just hit the p key once, it's gonna stop the whole code, and because we don't want it to run forever. I mean, we can hold Q to temporarily disable it, but we also want to permanently disable it. Okay, so that I think is the all of the code, and I opened here a click speed test. You can also go to this website, clickspeedtest.com. Also, I'm gonna also put it in the description, and I just made this really small. Let's start it, put this here, and we're gonna see if it actually works. So let's click this little this run button right here, and I'm gonna hover over here, and as you can see, it's clicking, but it's not clicking that much, isn't it? I'm gonna press P. So it's not clicking that much, right? Well, yeah. Let's me just erase it. So you have by the way, you actually have to hold P for like a second or something, a few seconds. So yeah, you can just do one tap and it's over. You'll have to hold the P key. Anyway, so what? So it's very slow. Why? Well, after every click, it waits 0.5 seconds. That's the wait time we put it. So if we would put that to 0, so it won't wait anything, it's gonna be pretty fast. Right? Okay, let's go. So restart, and without, we're gonna run it, and wow, whoa my god. So yes, I hold the P, it's over, and Yeah, it made 286 clicks in 5 seconds. Yes. So it is pretty fast, but it might not be that fast, or it might be faster on your computer. Why? Because it depends on the frame rate you have. Because if you have a very powerful computer, it will run even faster than this, even as fast as I don't want to say. So it will run super fast if you have a fast computer, because it depends on the depends on the frame rate you have, you know, since it depends. If your PC is very powerful, it will run this sequence of these lines of code very fast, and it's gonna be like very fast, it's clicking very fast. But it will have a not that, but if you have a computer that, I don't know, it's pretty low, then it might run slower, you know. I'm on a laptop right now. I also have a PC that has a better frame rate, so it will run better on the PC. But now I'm recording on my laptop. So yeah. So that's all the video. If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe and like the video if you want, or if you didn't like it, dislike it. I don't know. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. And if you have any other questions about, like, how do I do that in Python, how do I do that in Unity, about programming, I would be happy to answer those questions for you. So yeah, see you in the next one, and bye.